Welcome to Scrum Masters Elite_UK. Today, we'll be discussing Pieter-Steph Du Toit's injury and the Springboks players. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel. Pieter-Steph Du Toit's injuries and those of the Springboks players at the Japan Rugby World Cup have highlighted a series of issues not only related to the players' careers but also impacting the team, the clubs, and the international tournament. This is a regrettable situation, not only for Du Toit but also for sports fans who have always supported and held high expectations for these athletes. Looking at the issue from multiple perspectives, I can feel conflicting emotions, from disappointment and regret to deeper reflections on health, career, and the future of athletes. Injuries are always the biggest concern in the career of every sports professional, especially for those who play positions requiring strong physical endurance and quick reflexes, like the flanker Pieter-Steph Du Toit, being removed from the lineup, or in other words, having to temporarily leave the squad of a major club like Toyota Verblitz, is a heavy blow to any player. Furthermore, Du Toit is one of the best players in the world, having won the World Rugby Player of the Year award. His absence from the team not only weakens the squad but also leaves fans feeling disappointed.
It's not just about Du Toit, but any player in a similar situation could face significant impacts on their career. Serious injuries often require long recovery periods, and the rehabilitation process not only demands time, but also patience and determination. It is clear that for elite athletes like Du Toit, they are not only athletes, but also icons and national pride. Therefore, encountering an injury and having to take time off affects not only the individual player, but also the team and the fans. Every injury raises the question of whether the player will return to their best form, and this is particularly important for teams competing in international tournaments, where each player can be the deciding factor in the team's success or failure. The fact that Japanese clubs don't disclose detailed information about players' injuries is quite common in professional sports, but it increases anxiety and skepticism among fans. In Du Toit's case, while the exact details of his injury weren't revealed, the fact that he had to return to South Africa for surgery is a clear indication that the injury was serious. This once again underscores the importance of protecting athletes' health, especially when they have to compete at high intensity and continuously. International tournaments, which are intense and demand enormous physical exertion, do not always allow enough time for players to fully recover from injuries. They face pressure from coaches, teams, and fans, which can lead to them attempting to play before their health has fully stabilized. This is something that clubs and sports organizations need to take seriously, as the health of players should always be prioritized. The lessons from cases like Du Toit's, Faf de Klerk's, or Lud de Jager's show that even the best players cannot escape health risks. The need for surgery and recovery after serious injuries can be prolonged, and in some cases, even affect their long-term careers. This calls for sports managers to implement better player health care measures, and also develop strategies to manage the competition schedule to minimize the risk for players. Toyota Verblitz, under the coaching of Sir Steve Hansen and Ian Foster, is now facing a significant challenge. Their 10th place position in the Japan Rugby League 1 standings after 2 matches, with just 1 win, is a sign that the team is struggling not only with player strength, but also tactically. Du Toit's long-term absence only adds to the team's difficulties. Even with renowned and experienced coaches, lacking key players always makes it hard for a team to maintain consistent performance. This also reflects a reality in professional sports. A team cannot rely on one or a few individuals to achieve success. A team aiming for the top needs to combine sound tactics, a balanced squad, and wholehearted dedication from all players. However, without key pillars like Du Toit, maintaining stability becomes a huge challenge. It is certain that rugby fans worldwide are hoping for the return of these players as soon as possible. But with serious injuries like this, there's no guarantee that they will return to their best form. For Du Toit, the long-term absence could impact his chances of participating in future international tournaments, even in the 2026 season. However, this doesn't mean he won't have a chance to return. Sports history has shown that many players, after recovering from serious injuries, can return and perform at an excellent level, as long as they have a proper recovery process and perseverance. We hope that after his recovery period, Du Toit will return to the field in top form. For the Springboks and other clubs, losing key players is always a major difficulty, but it also provides an opportunity for other players to prove their abilities and secure their place in the lineup. Injuries are an inevitable part of every athlete's career, but they always bring regret and concern to fans. Du Toit's long-term absence, along with the injuries of other Springboks players, is not only their personal sorrow, but also a challenge for teams and tournaments. This highlights the importance of health care and injury management in professional sports. Nonetheless, we still hope these players, including Du Toit, will overcome their challenges and return stronger than ever, continuing to contribute to their teams and global sports. Personally, I believe that the injuries of Pieter-Steph Du Toit and the Springboks players at the Japan Rugby World Cup are unfortunate situations, not just for the players, but also for the fans. These injuries highlight serious issues related to the health, career, and future of athletes. Du Toit, one of the best players in the world, has had to temporarily step away from the field, leaving both fans and the team feeling disappointed. This is even more concerning as serious injuries can last and affect an athlete's long-term career, particularly in high-level competitions like international tournaments. However, this also serves as a lesson on the importance of taking care of athletes' health and managing competition schedules wisely to reduce injury risks. It's essential for clubs and sports organizations to prioritize the protection of players' health and avoid putting pressure on them to play before they've fully recovered. Despite the difficulties, we hope that these players, including Du Toit, will return to their peak form and continue to contribute to their teams and global sports.
Thank you for following Scrum Masters Elite_UK. We hope the Springboks players, especially Du Toit, will recover soon and return to the field. Don't forget to subscribe to stay updated with the latest news. Goodbye and see you next time.